Well, what's the worst thing that you have
All right.
experienced
So
like that?
I'll share a story from early in my career of a great thing not to say to people.
Oh, I'm so excited.
We got to jump in the Wayback Machine for this one because this was just after 9/11. It was a destination hotel. It was on an island. A lot of airlines service it. In fact, really all the big major airlines flew in there. So after 9/11, every one of the airline companies was reevaluating their crew contract because they needed to save money. They had been staying at an oceanfront, beachfront hotel. The hotel that I was at was a very nice hotel. It was clean. It was a little smaller. It was a little over 250 rooms, directly across the street from a gorgeous beach. All you had to do was literally just walk across the street. There was a traffic
Wow.
signal. Walk across the street.
Oh, sounds nice.
We had bikes that they could use. They had a shuttle that would take them wherever they wanted to go in the area. It was fine. It was good. We ended up getting, I think it was 7 different airline crews that transferred from other hotels to the hotel that we were at. So this one day, I'm working the front desk. Airline crew comes in. They get off the shuttle bus. They rush the desk. The crew goes through all the keys. They divide everything up. Everybody signs in. They follow the process. So we hand out all the keys. There's one woman, though, who opts to not come in right away. She's standing outside smoking her cigarettes. She ends up coming in, 10 minutes after the crew has gone upstairs. Says, I'm the purser from such and such flight. I need my keys. So I give her the keys. She looks at me and says, is this a suite? I said, no, this would be a non-smoking king bed standard room per your contract. She hands me back the keys across the counter to me and says, well, I need a suite. And so I politely slide the keys back to her. And I said, I can understand that you desire to have a suite, but we are sold out tonight. There are suites amongst the crew. If you'd like to talk with one of the other crew members, maybe you can switch with them, but I don't have any other suites that I can give you. She slides the keys back to me. She says, no, I'm the purser. I need a suite. Okay, well, I can understand that. And I can sincerely appreciate the fact that you've got more responsibility being the purser. But one of those responsibilities is when you arrive at the hotel, you sign in the crew and you take your keys. So, and I slid the keys back. Here's your keys. She looks at me. She says, this is ridiculous, and walks away. Guy that I'm working with is like, dude, you can't say stuff like that to her. I said, why not? I'm like, she's throwing shade on me. She's the one that's not following her own protocols.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 minutes later, she comes down. She slaps the keys on the counter hard enough that they slide across the counter, off the counter, hit the floor. So I looked at her and I said, how can I help you?
Oh my God.
She's like, I need a suite. I pick up the keys, got them in my hand. And I said, as I explained, I said, we are sold out. I don't have any suites available, just those that are amongst the crew. You can switch, but I can't give you a suite. She looks at me and she's like, this is ridiculous. I can't believe this. This is just bullshit, blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, while I can understand your position, I really don't understand why we're having this conversation. I said, because your actions of smoking and not signing in the crew have led us to where we are right now. She looks at me and she's like, this is just ridiculous. You need to come up with a solution. I said, let me ask you a question. I said, when you have a 200-seat aircraft that's flying out here, do they cater it with 200 pasta and 200 chicken, or is it roughly half and half? She rolls her eyes and gets really sassy with me. And she goes, well, it's half and half, of course. That's a stupid question. I said, so let me ask you this. As you're going down the aircraft aisle and you're asking people, do you want chicken or pasta, chicken or pasta, chicken or pasta? And you get to the last row, the last seat, and the last guy on the plane, and he wants chicken, but all you have left is pasta. What are his options? She looks at me and she says, well, he can have his pasta or he can go hungry. I said, fantastic. Here's your pasta. Enjoy your layover.